Coming back from Mexico to the US, there's no more revolving doors. Now it's a concrete windowless tunnel with guards with M16 machine guns. And I was super nervous being an immigrant and all. And my college buddy Ian next to me, he was like, Jimmy, don't worry, man. Just tell them you're American. They let you right through. I'm like, easy for you to say, Ian. Ian walks up, he gets through, no problem. I walk up, the first thing they ask me, they're like, sir, are you an American citizen? I was like, yes. But I forgot one very minor detail, that I wasn't. I was still an immigrant on a green card, and I wasn't a full-on citizen yet. Next thing you know, I was detained in this 10x10 box, and they started interrogating me. They're like, sir, why did you lie about your American citizenship? I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm drunk and I really wasn't trying to lie. My friend in front of me told me to tell you I was American, so that's just what I did. It was a knee-jerk reaction. He was like, well, was he American? I was like, well, his name is Ian, so probably. And then the officer was like, sir, you do understand this is a very serious offense. We could deport you for this. I was like, deport me? I didn't even know that was an option. What was I gonna do back in Hong Kong? Restart my ping pong career? That ship has sailed, man. So I was like, sir, please don't deport me. I'm just drunk, stupid college student. I'm every bit American. I can recite you every single Jay-Z lyric if you want me to. I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues. If that's not American, I don't know what is. And I got very lucky. This is what he said. He was like, look, kid, you got lucky. We're not gonna deport you today, okay? But just don't ever do that again, or we send you back to where you came from. And this motherfucker was Asian. I was like, where I came from? We came from the same place, dog. I think I saw you at my uncle's wedding 2 years ago. Why are you gonna throw me under the bus? That guy definitely watched The Great Wall many times. But that was a very sobering experience. I'd been in the country for 10 years at that point, but I still wasn't American. Nothing has changed. I finally got my citizenship 3 years ago. And it's, you don't have to clap. My point is nothing has changed. Still Asian. Just because I got a new passport, nobody in any part of the world is gonna come up to me and be like, hey, look, there's an American. Holy shit, look at him. He looks just like Rocky Balboa. Oh my God. No. The first day I got my passport, I was feeling real patriotic. So I went to my local Hooters. Yeah. I was drinking a Coors Light. I was watching a World Cup. It was USA versus Mexico. And I was like, man, I'm cheering for Team USA. I'm American, finally. And this old Mexican dude came up to me. He couldn't really speak English. And this is what he said. He was like, amigo, Mexico. Korea. Tomorrow, huh? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you trying to start World War III or something? I'm not even Korean. He managed to insult me with the only 3 English words he knew. So I really felt the need to explain myself. I was like, sir, I'm not Korean, I'm Chinese. And he looked back to his friends. He was like, oh, pinche chinito, huh? And I'm like, sir, you do know that I can understand what that means, okay? I have Mexican friends back home just like you. He was like, no, I'm not Mexican. I'm El Salvador. And I'm like, oh, great, now I'm the fucking racist. Nothing has changed. The first time I used my American passport, I was feeling real good. I was going to Winnipeg, Canada to do some shows. Have you guys ever been to Winnipeg? Oh, you? Really? Are you guys from Winnipeg? No, just general Canadian pride. I appreciate that. I don't think anybody in their right mind would go to Winnipeg. Not that there's nothing wrong with that city. It's way too cold and just not that fun. I had to go there for some work, so whatever. But I felt good. I walked through the border. I was holding my blue passport, and I slammed it down in front of Canadian Border Patrol. I'm like, I'm American, sir. And he's like, okay. I didn't ask you that, but okay. Are you here for business or pleasure? And I was like, shit, I didn't think that far. I was obviously there for business, but I didn't get a business visa. So I looked him in the eyes. I was like, sir, I'm here for pleasure. And he looked right back at me. He was like, are you sure? Because nobody comes to Winnipeg for pleasure. The next thing you know, I was detained in this 10 by 10 box. Nothing has changed. I was hanging out with Julian not too long ago, 1/3 of the Yellow Panthers. We're just in LA on Melrose getting some brunch, and that's how you know two minorities had made it. Avocado toasts. We're just chilling, minding our own business, right? And this old man came up to us, old guy. He's wearing a hat that said Vietnam and Korea War vet. I was like, damn, this guy really hates Asian people. Like, he survived us twice. I better be careful. But he was actually a really nice guy. He was a really nice guy, complete stranger. And he came up to me and Julian. He was like, guys, what you guys are doing right now, it's exactly the civil rights that I fought for in the 60s. Keep it up. And he just walked away. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know there was a civil rights march for avocado toast. I was unaware. And Julian was like, no. He's trying to say that he fought for the right for an Asian man and a black man to hang out in public with no judgment. That's beautiful, right? I was like, no, he didn't. Jackie Chan fought for that shit in Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, okay? Because representation matters. That's how we do change. I just want to see more Asian people out there doing their thing. Don't listen to your Asian parents. Go pursue your dreams. You know what I mean? Go do your thing, man. I just want to see more Asian brothers and sisters on TV. Like, look, there's nothing more American than NFL Sunday, than football Sunday. But you don't ever see one Asian person. You don't see one Asian person in the NFL. I mean, we got that kicker, Young Ho Koo, you know? But he gets cut every 2 weeks, so that doesn't... I can't go buy a new Young Ho Koo jersey every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? But what frustrates me, it's even in the commercials, even all the football commercials, you never see one Asian person. Right? Like all these great beer commercials, you got everyone. You got like even like dumb commercials with like a white guy climbing a rocky mountain for Coors Light. It's not even a good commercial. They don't sell you how good the beer is. They sell you how cold it is. It's like brew cold, package cold, ship cold. I'm like, isn't it ultimately up to my own refrigeration, sir? Latinos got great representation. The Dos Equis most interesting man in the world. That lasted like 15 years, one of the greatest commercials of all time. So I wrote my own version of it. It's called The Most Asian Man in the World. You got an Asian actor on screen, and an announcer in the back, and the music starts playing. He graduated with a law degree, but now he's a neurosurgeon. He's 52 years old, but everyone still checks his ID. Whenever he takes a picture, he throws up the victory sign. You guys ever realize the closer the victory sign is to your face, the more Asian you look? Like, this is normal. This is some mainland China WeChat shit, you know what I mean? That is He is the most Asian man in the world. And the Asian brother comes out. I don't always drink beer. But when I do, my face will turn red. Say thirsty, my friend. Thank you guys very much. My dad is also an actor, but he started acting after I did. Because he was like, it's so easy, you can do it, I can. Okay. I'm like, Dad, fine. If you think my life's so easy, why don't you go to some open call auditions and you understand how hard it is, how much rejection I face every day at my job. He was like, okay. And he went to all these auditions and he started booking everything. It's a true story. He got on this show in China, in mainland China, called Little Daddy, Xiao Baba. 500 million people watch that show. It's like the Big Bang Theory of China, and Richard blew up. And he was like, this isn't easy, I don't know. My plan completely backfired. And my aunt in Shanghai, she watched the show, and she would call the house in LA, and she's like, congratulations, Richard. You're such a good actor. Did your son teach you how to act? And he's like, no, I'm a natural. Oh, that's very good. You and your son, same business, you know? You two are very funny. He's like, no, Jimmy's not a funny. And I'm like, that's okay? You got one good role, good for you, I'm happy for you, but you're not a real actor yet. Real actors, we gotta cry, we gotta laugh. Do you even know how to cry in front of camera? He was like, yes, I just think about how much you suck at ping pong. Needless to say, I grew up with low self-esteem because I was raised by Asian parents. My dad's not even the worst. My mom's much worse. Have you guys ever hung out with old Asian ladies? Old Asian ladies will tell you exactly what is wrong with your face. As if they're trying to do you a favor. I go to my mom's house, the first thing she says, she's like, Jimmy, oh yo. Oh yo. Why is your face so fat? Your clothes look homeless. And your hair, oh yo, it's a gay. No. Sometimes it's like embarrassing for me to hang out with my mom, you know, because Asian people, we just got a different custom, you know. Like my mom, when she goes shopping, she doesn't buy she needs. She just buys because it's a good deal. One time I brought a full price shirt home, $20, and she was like, "Was it a full price? No, it's a bad deal." I was like, "Mom, it's only $20." It's like, "Yes, $20 if you're stupid." She goes to Ross and she freaks out because everything's a great deal. She's like, "Jimmy, you should buy this. You should buy. This is a good deal. This is a good deal." I'm like, "Mom, that's a double XL shirt, okay? And it says obey on it. I'm not gonna wear that." And she's like, "It's okay, 50% off. Someday it will fit, okay?" If you want a good deal, you follow the old Asian people, right? You go to Costco, you see a sea of old Asian people because you know everyone's getting a great deal. Nobody's getting ripped off. You go to Whole Foods, never seen one old Asian in my life.